Well, today we're going to teach you about the history of San Agustin. I want you to understand how we got this little beautiful city as part of our Spanish Empire, which is a beautiful empire that's growing here in the New World and New Spain and, of course, La Florida. So, you know, I'm going to try another simple question just in case. You, come on up here for just a moment. Let's see if you can help me out. Can you hold this for me?
Sure.
But you have to stand up here.
Okay.
Perfect. Does anybody know where San Agustin is on this map? Now remember, you have to turn appropriately. Make sure everyone can see. The other side too, remember. All right. Does anyone know where San Agustin is? Where would San Agustin be on the map?
It is up here.
Perfect. Right there. On the east coast of La Florida. You see, because this is where we live now. You all are aware of that, right? We all live in La Florida. You know that much? All right. Perfect. So this is where San Agustin is. And we didn't always have this huge empire. You know, maybe they can't see. No. Right there is perfect. All right. So,
ladies and gentlemen, I can only say that the Spanish tell nothing but lies when it comes to Florida,
lies?
Steam, and everything else. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Antonio Gumbas. Yes, I have an Italian name and I have a British accent. Why is that? Because the Spanish captured the ship I was on as a child, killed my parents, and sold me into slavery. So the English turned me into this. Don't know which side I like better, the English, the Italian, or the Spanish. However, the British history says something totally different than hers, so...
I'm sorry, you have the wrong textbook.
No.
Yours has the wrong cover.
No. See, this has the... see?
That's the wrong edition.
No.
See, the Spanish perspective,
Yes.
That's what this class is.
The English perspective. And it says the truth as we know it. I don't know about yours.
Mine is the truth. The truth is, yours is the truth.
The truth is we know it because we're the British and we are always correct because we own everything on the planet at this present moment in time.
Do you have anything important to say?
I do. I want to say that how can the Spanish say that they helped the natives when for hundreds of years they lived there by themselves? They farmed, they made villages, they were peaceful people, they survived, and all of a sudden the Spanish came and, the Spanish saved them!
No, the word you use, survived, that is the perfect word.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps they survived, but barely. They didn't live, they survived. Surviving is making sure you can feed yourself at the end of the day. But when we came there, we taught them how to live. You see, when Pedro Menendez came ashore, we came with 800 settlers strong to come to San Agustin, and they were thrilled to see all of us arrive on shore with them.
Pardon? 800 settlers?
Yes, 800 settlers came on the ships to the...
How many of those were soldiers?
I don't recall offhand, and that's irrelevant. There were
You don't recall. 500 of those 800 were soldiers. 100 were settlers, and the rest were sailors.
I'm not
Sounds
sure.
more like an army to me.
I'm really not sure if your numbers are right, but
I'm sure they are.
If we had some soldiers, you never knew what you were going to approach. You never knew what was going to be on land. There could have been a bunch of those monsters we needed to fight.
Yes.
So it would have been important to have soldiers. But the soldiers were going to live in San Agustin too. Therefore, they were by proxy settlers.
Semantics.
We had 800 settlers on board the ships when we came ashore in San Agustin, and we were such welcome sight to them when they saw the ships come in. They brought things to share with us. As a matter of fact, we held what's called the Mass of Thanksgiving, the first Thanksgiving ever. And do you know how happy they were to see us?
Oh, do tell.
We enjoyed a meal together. We made what's called a cocido, which is a stew of salted pork and garlic and wine and beans. Are you quite done?
Who could eat that slop?
The natives then brought things they caught. They had fresh vegetables and fruits and meats they caught, and they brought it so we could all eat a feast together.
They didn't want to eat that slop either.
We had a wonderful meal together with the natives, and we started living very peacefully in that town of San Agustin, all working hand in hand, working together, living very happily. What do you mean,
Continue.